Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu-alaikum. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you Pakistan Studies most important MCQs for your final term exam. So watch this video till end to get good marks. Till now, if you haven't subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe it so that you can get the notification of coming videos. Let's get started. The first one is when the powers of the president were increased under the Constitution of 1973 in 1985. What was the status of Constitution of 1973 from 1977 and 1985? Suspended. When did the Second Basic Principles Committee present its final report? In December 1952. Which of the following clarifies the scope of power relationship among various institutions within the government and society? Constitution. How many seats were captured by Pakistan People's Party in the general elections of 1970? 81 seats. How many seats were captured by Awami League in the general elections of 1970? 160 seats. Which constitutional document is proved to be the foundation of the constitutional developments in Pakistan? The Objective Resolution 1949. Which act was introduced at the time of Pakistan's establishment? Government of India Act 1935. The Constitution had 234 articles and 6 schedules, in which the whole constitutional framework and principles for governance and power management have been outlined. This text belongs to which constitution? 1956 Constitution. When did Ayub Khan abrogate the Constitution of 1956? 7th of October 1958. What is the minimum age of the President of Pakistan according to the Constitution of 1956? 45 years. When did Industrial Development Bank establish in Pakistan? In 1961. When did Chaudhry Rahmat Ali establish Pakistan National Movement? In 1940. When did Iqbal present his famous Allahabad address? 30th of December 1930. In which of his writings Iqbal talked about the Indian unity and the differences among the Muslims and the Hindus? Nala-e-Yatim. Who became the interim Prime Minister of Pakistan Minister in 1990? Ghulam Mustafa Jetoi. When did Zia's military government hold presidential referendum in Pakistan? In December 1984. Which mineral resource is used in chemical industry? Sulfur. Which mineral resource is used for the production of steel? Iron ore. What is the total length of Pakistan coastal area? 450 miles. In which year the province of Sindh was created? In 1970. Why did Quaid-e-Azam launch Direct Action Plan on 16th of August 1946 against the British policy of injustice towards the Muslims? In which year the mosque in Kanpur was demolished in 1913? In which year Quaid-e-Azam joined Muslim League in 1913? What does the abbreviation OIC stand for? Organization of Islamic Conference. When did the rule of East India Company came into end in the British? In 1858. In which city the second OIC conference 1974 was held? In Lahore. Which state's head was the very first to visit Pakistan? Iran. Sovereignty, state survival, territorial integrity, military security arrangements, bilateral and multilateral relations, all are the features of foreign policy. The political right of the majority to the exercise of power within the boundaries of a generally accepted political unit, area, or territory, that is, freedom movement. Why was the mission sent in 1945 called as Cabinet Mission Plan? Because it was recommended by British Indian Cabinet. Who imposed the longest martial law in Pakistan? General Zia-ul-Haq. When the system of local government was abolished from Pakistan? In 1979. For what purpose Varda educational scheme was introduced by Hindus? To convert Muslims into Hinduism through primary educational literature. When was the report on Muslims' sufferings presented by Fazl-e-Haq? In December 1939. How many members of the first Constituent Assembly were increased after the 1947? From 69 to 79. What was the basic objective of the appointment of Mountbatten as Viceroy in 1947? To wind up the British rule in India. What is the literacy rate of Pakistan? That is 46%. What is meant by distance education? Distance education means education through phone, through post mail, and through TV and internet. The correct answer will be all of them. How many kinds of education are there in Pakistan? 8. Who was the President of Pakistan in 1958? Iskandar Mirza. When did military assume power in Pakistan for the first time? On 7th of October 1958. What was sure about Pakistan? That Pakistan would be an Islamic democratic state. Who was the first president of Pakistan? Iskandar Mirza. Which constitutional body in Pakistan enjoys only advisory capacity? National Security Council. In which year the incident of Chora Chori took place? In 1922. When did Yahya Khan impose second martial law in Pakistan? On 25th of March 1969. When the joint electorate was adopted for all Pakistan by the National Assembly? In 1957. When the Constitution of 1956 was promulgated? On 23rd of March 1956. What does PIDC stands for? Pakistan Industrial Development Corporation. What is the main cause of low literacy rate in Pakistan? That is poverty, shortage of economic resources, and poor infrastructure. These three options are correct. That's why here the correct option will be all of them. How many large states were there in India on the verge of partition of India? 560. Who launched a movement for the Muslim tenant against the Hindu landlords? Maulana Bhashani. What does BPC stands for? Basic Principle Committee. Who did present the Objective Resolution 1949? Liaquat Ali Khan. On which date the Objective Resolution 1949 was approved? On 12th of March 1949. Which industry the city Sialkot is famous for? Sports item industry. When did Iqbal deliver lectures on Islam in Aligarh, Hyderabad and Madras? In 1928. A Muslim intellectual who left a deep impact on history. He inspired Muslims of the subcontinent and beyond. He infused a moving spirit and identity in the Indian Muslims. He presented a framework of their political future and talked how that would help to achieve the goal of Ummah. Whom this text belongs to? Allama Iqbal. When the banks were nationalized in Pakistan? In the year of 1974. When did Kemal Ataturk turn out to be the head of state of Turkey? In October 1922. When did Ottoman Empire or Khilafat Usmania end in Turkey? In March 1924. Who took the revenge of Jallianwala Bagh incident? Punjab, Sir Michael O'Dare. Ram Muhammad Azad Singh. What is the share of agriculture to Pakistan's gross domestic product? About 26%. What was the main objective of the land reforms in Pakistan? To reduce the size of the individual land holdings, to strengthen the position and to provide facilities to the tenants, and to strengthen and improve inputs to agriculture. These three options are correct. What is the total length of Pakistan's coastal area? There is 450 miles. Which state is not the member of RCD and ECO? Jordan. In which year Iqbal referred to the title of Sir? In 1922. Who said that Islam is a people-building force in India that has given moral consciousness and political identity to the people? Allama Iqbal. Afghanistan, Azerbaijan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan joined the ECO later on. Which one of the following joined it first? Pakistan, Iran and Turkey. In which city the second OIC conference 1974 was held? In Lahore. Who initiated the notion of two-nation theory? Sir Syed Ahmed Khan. In which document Muslims' demand of separate electorate was accepted? In Lucknow Pact. Who did lead the Shimla delegation? Sir Agha Khan. How many seats in the Provincial Assembly elections 1946 Muslim League won in Bengal province? 113 out of 119 seats. Who did move the resolution in Delhi Convention for a separate state? Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad. When did the government conduct last census in Pakistan? In 1998. Which element is used for atomic power generation? Uranium. When did Ziaul Haq imposed third martial law in Pakistan? On 5th of July 1977. When the principle of ushur or agricultural tax was introduced on agricultural production? In 1983. Why did the Congress ministries resign in 1939? The British declared war on behalf of India without consulting Congress. When did Iqbal present his famous Allahabad address? 30th of December 1930. What was the reaction of non-Muslims on the objective resolution? Highly condemned by the non-Muslims. In which year Jinnah declared Urdu as the national language of Pakistan? In 1948. What does the term Host School stand for? Number of schools exist on papers only. Number of schools exist on papers only. In which year Industrial Development Board was formed in Pakistan? In 1948. What is the minimum age of the President of Pakistan according to the Constitution of 1956? 45 years. Which Constitution of Pakistan is described as the presidential type constitution? The Constitution of 1962. When did Muhammad Ali Bogra become the Prime Minister of Pakistan? In April 1953. When did the Indian Army invade East Pakistan? In November 1971. When did Balochistan become a full-fledged province of Pakistan? In 1970. When the 4 provinces of West Pakistan were amalgamated into one unit? In October 1955. What is the original strength of National Assembly now in Pakistan? 342 members. Why did Sir Syed Ahmed Khan and his colleagues advise the Muslims to stay away from the Congress party? Because Congress policies did not protect the Muslims' interests. Who was working as the Viceroy of India at the time of Bengal's separation in 1905? Lord Curzon. When the province of NWFP was set up? In 1970. Whom the term Akalis was used for? The members of Khizr Hayat Taiwana group. What is meant by Darul Harb? A country where Muslims have no religious freedom. Who presented the Pirpur report? Sayyid Mahmud Mehdi. For how many years Allama Iqbal stayed in Europe? For 3 years. When was Chaudhry Rahmat Ali born? In 1893. When Muhammadan Anglo-Oriental College was given the status of a university known as Muslim University Aligarh by the British government in 1920. Who is the author of the book? The Indian Mussalman? W. Hunter. Which act was promulgated to give legal shape to the 3rd June Plan? Indian Independence Act, July 1947. When did India and Pakistan sign Indus Basin Treaty? In September 1960. When did the Congress start its non-cooperation movement? In 1940. Who was the Chief Minister of Punjab during the rule of Congress ministries? Khizr Hayat Taiwana. Why did Muslim League badly perform in elections of 1937? Due to the organizational problems and opposition by local Muslim groups. During the Khilafat movement, Chora Chori tragedy assumed huge significance. Which one of the following events belonged to that incident? A police station was burned in a village. Who became the Chief Minister of NWFP after the elections of 1945 to 46? Dr. Khan Sahib. To which document Quaid-e-Azam remarked, "It is parting the ways"? Nehru Report. For what purpose Muslim League branch in London was established? To draw attention to the misinterpretation and plans of the Hindus against the Muslims. Which act is called as Minto-Morley reforms also? Government of India Act 1909. For what purpose Sir Syed Ahmad Khan visited England in 1869? To understand their educational system. When did the Hindus start Quit India movement? In August 1942. When did the Indian Muslims observe the Day of Deliverance? On 22nd December 1939. In which year Sir Syed Ahmad Khan published Risala-e Asbab-e Baghawat-e-Hind? 1858. What was the population of Pakistan according to the first census in 1951? 36.2 million. When did the Central Asian states become independent? In the year 1991. What is the total length of the boundary with India on the eastern side of Pakistan? About 1400 miles. Which party formed the government in NWFP after the elections of 1937? Khudai Khidmatgar Party. In which year Chaudhry Rahmat Ali died? In 1951. Which was the first educational step that Sir Syed Ahmad Khan took in academic sphere? Victoria School. Who did incorporate the objective resolution in the Constitution of Pakistan? General Yahya Khan. Who was the second Governor General of Pakistan? Khwaja Nazimuddin. In which year two-language formula was adopted in Pakistan? In 1954. What was the status of the Constitution of 1973 from 1999 to 2002? Suspended. What does Pakistan's nuclear policy promote in the South Asian region? Arm race. What does the term bilateral relations indicate? Relations between two states. Where is Pakistan steel mill situated? In Karachi. In which constitutional document diarchy system was introduced in the Indian provinces? Government of India Act 1919. In which constitution of Pakistan one house parliament was introduced? The Constitution of 1956. Who abrogated the Constitution of 1962 on 25th of March 1969? General Yahya Khan. When did the first martial law in Pakistan come to an end? On 8th of June 1962. In which year A.O. Hume established All India National Congress? In 1906. Which movement played active role in educating the Indian Muslim community? Aligarh movement. Why did All India Muslim Leagues boycott the first session of Constituent Assembly? Because the session was called only on the demand of the Congress Party. That's all about today's video. If you want to watch more videos like these, then do subscribe my channel. Also press the bell button so that you can get the notification of coming videos. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.